So today we're looking at this very rare and special 1968 Datsun 1600 4-speed. Well, what makes this even more special is the fact that it probably is a one-owner California car, black plate. We have receipts, a huge folio of receipts dating back to 1970 with the single owner. And Hal, what else can you tell us about it?
Well, she called it her baby, and she gave it tender love and care for those four decades of ownership. This car has the rare factory hardtop. You'll find these cars are rare to begin with, but the factory hardtop makes it more so. You can see it's a black plate California car. And the fact that she owned it, and this lady in Marietta, California, owned it for over 4 decades and gave it real care. She replaced the bucket seats a little while ago and put some nice, more comfortable bucket seats in it.
Now, this is by no means a show car. This is a great driver. A car you could, I don't know, I'd say you'd probably want to repaint it before you took it to a car show, but it's more like a driver and a car that if you wanted to over time you could turn it into a show car.
It's certainly not a concourse show car, but it would do nicely at local car shows.
So what do we know about the mileage?
The odometer broke at 54,000, so everything from whenever that happened a few years ago, from 54,000 is, all the receipts still show 54,000. The speedometer works, but not the odometer.
Okay, well, let's look under the hood.
This car has had a lot of work done on it over the past decades. It's had a new bottom end, new pistons, rods, rings, a whole top end, a valve job.
Well, I mean, you can see it's clean. It makes sense because, if it's a one-owner car for the most part.
The radiator's been recored. It's got a new battery, new clutch, new brakes. So the car, the car's in pretty good mechanical shape.
And obviously,
plus it has all brand new tires. We just put on brand new tires.
The new tires, okay. Yeah. And let's, for skeptics out there, we should look at the trunk to show that there's absolutely no rot or anything. Okay, the trunk lid. Oh, this is the tonneau cover and the boot cover. Why don't we pull out and show the bottom of the trunk? Okay, and by the way, the spare is there, and the jack and whatever tools. Yeah, why don't we show underneath the mat?
This car's never been exposed to rust.
And there's no apparent sign of any, significant accident or anything. There's definitely been touch-up, and it has a cheap paint job. But, I mean, this is solid as a rock. Nothing's ever been done. You can see in there, it's definitely rot-free.